It has so many dynamics that people think about. This man's fully thinking out the idea of a microchip, the good and the bad. It's something we've all thought about, but he also thought of the infinite possibilities. How many of us would not be frustrated when we're trying to speak with someone over the phone, like a customer service rep in one of those companies that outsources it to other countries, and you're trying to get through the accents and the broken English. Something like this would be so much better where the person on the phone could speak their language and you could speak yours and still understand each other. That would be, or like he said, to have cures for diseases, have people to live forever in your mind where the memory can't fade as you get older. Things like that would be amazing, but he also goes through a little bit of the bad things where this is kind of a science fiction film that goes through a utopia and a dystopia all in one film. It was quite inventive, but it is done in a very realistic way that we all think about what's going to happen when microchips do eventually come out, because I think we all know it is going to come out eventually. This also has a nod to things like MT Anderson's Feed and a few other things dealing with microchips, because, like I said, it's doing the good and the bad. We're having cures for people, letting them live forever, being able to understand other people who speak different languages. That would be a remarkable thing where you don't get frustrated anymore. Whereas this is also the frustration of things going in a blink, the things that can go wrong, everything. This film kind of, for such a short film, had everything involved and written in such a perfect way to explain a microchip.
Partly what I liked about this was the acting. I thought the lead actor, he just did a really great job carrying this whole film by himself, basically. I mean, obviously there was other people in it that he had some interaction with, but to carry this on your own with being the only one sort of speaking and doing the main amount of acting was really great. I never lost interest. I was always intrigued by the script and what he was saying. So great job with the editing, the directing, the script as well. Of course, the location was great, and then having him be in the cafe and then, just in front of like a black backdrop or something. I can't remember what the color was, but it gave some, you know, uh, diversity in the location, and it wasn't just stagnant. And then the people in the cafe were really great with their reactions and everything too. And then of course the footage of the visuals of what he was talking about, the knowledge that he was talking about, and the memories, and just all the historical footage and all the different things that were in there, and his, I think it was his child as well. I just thought it was really great, and it was beautiful music too in the opening, and then throughout the music was really great. I thought the part where he interacted with the girl in the cafe with the language was really funny to me. Like, he could understand the language, and really interesting. And I really liked it when he said, if everyone is special, no one is. But then he brought it back to, I like that it was brought back to something dear to him, like his dad and his daughter, because it really gave heart to this and a reason why he's sitting there contemplating and thinking so in depth.
The soundtrack was brilliant. It sort of eases the viewers into the world of the story, hitting them with this emotional beat and emotional depth that the man is speaking of. I love the documentary styled filmmaking. This sort of creates this real world narrative, allowing us as the viewers into the minds of the filmmakers and the universe as a whole. So brilliant work.
Contrasting viewpoints cleverly portrayed with a brilliant script and an unassuming setting. A coffee shop where he explores different possibilities for the outcomes, both positive and very tragic as well. They have very clever special effects, and in general, it's very profound. Lots of concepts that are embedded in our daily adoption of new technologies.
I thought this was such an interesting idea, and I really kind of loved how it manifested, how it kind of unfolded for us. I think that in any given lifetime, all of us kind of have this one-off idea, and this is truly just chasing it down the rabbit hole. And I really, really love that, because I think I personally do that, and I think that that's such a fun idea and such a fun concept of, I have this kind of crazy idea, but what if it was true? And then, like, what would that look following that through, and what would that look like? And like I said, kind of going down the rabbit hole with that. But I really loved the way that they, like I said, it unfolded for us as the audience. It felt very natural, the progression, the way that the thought tracked. Like I said, especially for me personally, felt like a very, very easy, natural transition from one thing to the next, to the next, to the next, kind of like I said, how it flowed, how it unfolded. Um, and then to have the kind of end and the conclusion that they got to, I thought was really, really beautiful.
I love the narration and how it reflects the ideas of what would happen if we were all microchipped with endless awareness. Lots of fabulous video, such as shots of outer space, giving this film a real sci fi feel. However, in some ways, with so much reliance on technology in current society, it is getting close to this. Excellent orchestral music, too, which really heightened the dramatic nature of the film.